Hello student, I am fine and hope you are also. Yesterday we started the chapter 15 Air Around Us and we discussed the two questions. Now in this video we are going to discuss these three topics. First, respiration by organism. Second, we try to find why does amount of oxygen does not change in our atmosphere, and third, what are the uses of air. So first we understand what is the atmosphere. We will discuss this atmosphere. As we know, the air is all around us. Air is all around us. We feel it, but we cannot see it. The same way, suppose this is the earth. The blanket of air all around this earth present to a certain extent. This blanket of air present all around the earth is called atmosphere. So in simple word you can say the air surrounds the earth, and this surrounding of the earth air is called atmosphere. Our atmosphere is a blanket of air which surrounded the earth. Okay? Air is a mixture of gases we have already discussed, and its component nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now we come to the topic respiration by organism. So first we try to know which component of air is necessary for respiration. That is the oxygen. All the living beings breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So which component is necessary? Oxygen. Now we understood all the organisms breathe in oxygen. But we know all the organisms, all the living beings are not living on the surface of earth. Some are living in water, some are living in soil, and some are living on earth surface. So those who are living on earth surface, they get oxygen directly from the atmosphere. But those who are living in water, how they breathe? So for that, they adopted a new features, special kinds of breathing organ like gills, or sometimes they breathe through the skin. So in that cases, oxygen is dissolved in water, and these aquatic animals are the living beings living in waters, breathe through their gills or their must skin from the oxygen dissolving water. Next, the animals which live in a soil. So animals which live in a soil breathe in by using the oxygen present in the soil, because air is also present in the soil. The animals which make the burrows, very deep burrow in the soil. Through this burrow, the air passes to them and they can easily breathe in and breathe out. So in this way, the organism respires or breathing. Now a question is, when a human being is going on a mountain, why he or she feel difficulty in breathing, or why they are taking the oxygen cylinder with them, or why when a sea divers, when a human being is going deep in the water, they need a oxygen cylinder with them. They take oxygen cylinder with them. So as a human beings, we are not specialized. We do not have a special organ to breathe in oxygen dissolved in water. That's why the sea divers take the oxygen cylinder with them. Now, why the mountaineers take the oxygen cylinder with them? So there is also a reason. We know the atmosphere is present to a certain height. So when we go on the mountain, the height increases, and as the height increases, when we go on a higher altitudes, on higher altitude, volume of oxygen decreases. So slowly when we go on the mountain, the volume of oxygen decreases and we feel difficulties in breathing. That's why the mountaineers carry the oxygen cylinder with them. Now next question is that why this amount of oxygen does not change? Why? What is the reason? Why the amount of oxygen not change? As we learn here, all the living beings breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So in this way, the oxygen will be used and carbon dioxide is released. So the amount of oxygen in our atmosphere will be decreases and the carbon dioxide increases. But why it not happen? So because there is another process, another natural phenomena take place along with it. That is called photosynthesis. What we call photosynthesis. Actually, this is a process by which plants make their food. Plants make their food in the presence of sunlight. So when the plants prepare their foods in the presence of sunlight, they take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen. So reactant used in this reaction photosynthesis is carbon dioxide and product so formed is the oxygen. So in this way animals and plants mutually help each other and maintain the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The animals take oxygen and give carbon dioxide. Plant take carbon dioxide and give oxygen, and in this way the amount of oxygen is renewed in our atmosphere. So now I hope you understood the second topic also. Now we come to the third topic, uses of air. There are so many uses of air. First two we have already discussed. One component of air is used by the plant for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide. Another component of air, that is oxygen, is used by animals for breathing. Then beside these two uses, what are the other uses? We are riding bicycle, motorcycle, buses, etc. In the vehicles, tires are flattened by using this air. Because this air make gliders and help in the smooth running of the vehicle. When the air blows with some speeds, it is used to operate the windmills and we can generate the electricity. This moving air, or we call wind, is also helpful in sailing the boats. Sometimes the component of air are separated, like nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen is used for making the fertilizer and oxygen is used for the artificial breath. So these are some uses of air. I hope you understand this whole topics and this chapter is completely finished. I have already sent you the question answer and exercise. You please learn and I will take the test in coming. Okay, thank you.